Hey there, I'm Daniel, and if you've ever seen a Pokemon themed video, you better bear with me. There is one topic that we'll be talking about in this video, which covers one feature that would make Pokemon Sun and Moon the best Pokemon games ever. Well, based on the footage we've seen so far, it seems very likely that they will have the potential to become that anyways, but hey. The Battle Frontier, Secret Bases, the Underground, and the World Tournament, all features that have made the Pokemon games from here to here, you know. It's like that one thing you spent hours upon hours doing, and perhaps they're even what you remember the best from any Pokemon game you've ever played. Pokemon is about bringing people together, around the awesomeness that is this franchise we all love. It's around 5 months until the 18th of November, and I think we need some attention from the game developers. Not because some dude is trying to sell t-shirts with copyrighted material or making money out of sharing false information. I'm not intentionally trying to call out anyone specific, but I'm trying to make a point. If we really want this to happen, what we need to do is to talk about this idea, share it, and make the people who matters aware that this would be the exact thing that needs to happen in Pokemon Sun and Moon. This one feature that I'm talking about are the Union Rooms, but not like you remember them. The Union Rooms have infinite potential, and I'm here to present some of the reasons to why it's so important that they should return in the 7th generation. The Union Rooms used to be the place you went to after you stuffed up your team with all the Pokemon you needed, whenever you wanted to interact with other players, either in form of battles, trades, etc. Up until the 6th generation with X and Y and Auras, some of those features were moved and became the PSS instead. It's a great feature, don't get me wrong, but I know how it could become even better. There are 3 main things that I will be talking about, and you need to hear all 3 in order to understand why this feature would become as game-changing as I think it would. When it comes to the interaction between 2 players, the first thing that comes to mind is friend codes. We all know the pain of registering these 12-digit numbers, and especially if you're a live streamer. It would be great with a mechanic that would make it possible to connect with people a bit faster. Have you ever heard of Kahoot? It's an online quiz site, but what's important is how it connects the different people together. It is made to where the host gets a random generated code that he or she can share with the people that wants to join in. This mechanic could be used to host temporary Union Rooms for battles and trades. It's a lot easier to get a 6 or 7 digit code that one person gives to the rest instead of the thing we do today. In addition, it would be really cool if there was some sort of personal Union Rooms as well. A suggestion on how to distinguish the two would be to build the codes around letters instead of numbers. Well, what's the difference between a temporary and a personal Union Room, you might ask? A temporary Union Room would be used for quick battles and trades, and you would be given a random code that resets after everyone has left the room. When it comes to personal Union Rooms, how about making this infinite and to play as your secret base? You would then have the option to customize it however you want and be the leader in different activities that we'll get to in a moment. How about famous people, YouTubers, streamers, and the game developers? If they had had their own Union Room that they could share with the world, it would be a lot easier for them to connect with people. It would be quite an experience to get to visit any of their Union Rooms and have them battling and trading directly with their fans. A thing to mention here is that instead of having the substitute character that used to be in the old Union Rooms, you would now see each other running around real time. At last, I want to come with a suggestion for a new game mode that has not yet been added in the Pokemon games, and that is tournaments. How this relates to the Union Rooms would be that the owner of the room would be the one in charge to select the rules and choose how many people that would be participating. What will make this a worthy addition would be that the owner is the one in charge, but it's the Union Room itself that is sending out the requests in order to link the right people together and to keep track on scores. This would also make it possible to have an in-game leaderboard that everyone could access, whether you're participating or not. A final note to this idea would be that it would be absolutely perfect if the people that would not be participating could have the option to watch the battles. Well, what's so special about watching a Pokemon battle, you might ask? As we've seen in current screenshots from Sun and Moon, imagine having battles on a stage while people around can see real time what's going on. This would make the gameplay feel more immersive than ever, and it would be a nice touch to the already awesome looking game. In the last part of this video, I would like to talk about some minor things that would play together with these 3 points. How about making a new currency, similar to Pokemiles and battle points that you would be given by spending time and doing activities inside the Union Rooms? They could be called Union Points and would be exchangeable for prizes and used to unlock new features. How about finding inspiration from Pokemon Go's gym mechanic or Clash of Clans even due to how the clans work, and add that kind of feature to the Union Rooms, where players can battle for a specific Union Room against people loyal to other Union Rooms and raise the ranking together and cooperate on becoming the very best, worldwide. How about putting symbols beneath the characters to symbolize who's ready to battle and who wants to trade? This would make it a lot easier to see if your opponent or partner is actually available. The Union Rooms could be placed under the Pokémon Centers. As the Alola region has a lot of these, there wouldn't be a big problem for anyone to get to a Pokémon Center if they wanted to battle or trade with someone. If you have a YouTube channel yourself or the Amino community app, it would be a very good time to put in your 2 cents. Perhaps you got some new ideas that could work out with this feature as well, after listening to what I had to say. If you need any of the graphics or any segment used in this video, just send me a message. Heck, if you even want to re-upload the whole thing, saying 2 sentences yourself, that would be awesome too. The only thing you would have to do then would be to copy the links to the social medias and stuff for the artists that have had their music used in the background. I hope you like this idea and that you will consider sharing this video. I think it's time for me to thank you for watching, and I'll see you around next time.